Okay, we got it up on the lift, and from here we can start taking stuff down. Obviously this makes it much easier to do, but this is definitely something that can be done in the driveway with some basic tools you can pick up at AutoZone, and the return on your investment I don't think would take all that long, considering that I think Lincoln wanted like 150 bucks to do the oil change. I'm not entirely positive, I don't remember. So let's take a look and see what we got to do next. The next thing we got to do is we got to take down this air dam, 10 millimeters. And it should come right down. All right, let's take a minute and just go over what we're gonna need. Obviously, we're gonna need an oil filter. This is the M1-102A. This is the Mobile One Extended Performance. They say it's good for 20,000 miles. We went with the Mobile One fully synthetic. Extended miles, it says again 20,000 miles. I always do it at the 10,000 mile mark. You need a 15 millimeter socket, either 1/2 inch or 3/8 drive. That's to get the drain plug out. Of course, you're going to need some sort of ratchet to put on the end of it. A filter wrench of some sort, whether it's this kind or it's the band kind or the socket kind, and a 10 millimeter socket for taking the air dam down. I just have it hooked to the impact because it makes it easier. And of course, you need some sort of funnel to fill the car back up with. From here, we're gonna take a 15 millimeter socket. We're just gonna take out the drain plug. Let's get the drain pan set up and we'll go from there. Wasn't a horrible mess. Typically I make a crazy mess, so that's good. Looks like everything's done draining. We'll go ahead and put the drain plug back in, and then we'll move over to the oil filter and we'll get that taken off. We'll just give this a snug. It's got an O-ring back on it, so just needs to be snugged. Or it's all aluminum, it'd be easy to strip, so don't get crazy on it. I got a new tool. I got an oil filter wrench. A buddy of mine gave me this. I've never used one, well, I won't say I've never used one. I've never used one on this car. So we'll try it. If it doesn't work, I got a strap wrench. That might even be easier. That's what I usually use, but we'll give this one a go just because we have it. From here, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna remove the oil filter. Yeah, always a mess. Here's something you wanna make sure you do. You wanna make sure that the old O-ring or gasket from the old oil filter isn't stuck up here on the housing. Sometimes that happens and then you'll obviously get a leak. So it's not, it's good to go. So let's screw this thing up. Now let's get this thing all wiped up. Get it as tight as we can by hand. We'll put a little bit of a turn on it with the filter wrench. Just a little snug. And we're good to go. But it's up, it's in. It's good to go. From here, we'll put the car down and we will fill it up with some oil. We'll start it, check the dipstick, and make sure we're good to go. All right, it's time to add the oil. Super easy right on top here. There is a cap. It says 0W20. That is your oil fill cap. And right next to it, there's a dipstick that we will use to ensure that we have the proper level. Whenever you get your funnel, just take a look in there, make sure there's no gook in there. Dirt, grime, not anything you want getting poured down into your engine. Again, this takes 4.5 liters, or 4.5 quarts rather, I'm sorry. So we pour it in until we get there. These things here, they're pretty handy. On the back side, they have a sight glass on them, so that way you can tell how much you're putting in. It's a 5-quart jug, so you're going to put almost all of it in. It's about 4 quarts right there. All right, that's about it. We'll give it a second to run down into the engine and all the way down through the engine into the pan, and then we'll check it on the dipstick and make sure we got the right amount. I always like to put the top back on, or the cap back on, because I have I have dropped stuff down there in the past, so not fun having to take the valve cover off. All right, let's give it a check. All right, it's showing just about perfect. So we'll start it up. We'll let it run for a little bit, and then we'll check it one more time, make sure we're right where we need to be. Let me show you on the jug itself what I mean by the lines. All right, I realize this is kind of trivial, or a lot of people know it. This side's the quarts. These little tabs are 1 quart, 2, 3, 4, and then the rest of the way up is 5. So obviously 1, 2, 3, this is 4, and really right around here we should be at 4.5. We'll start it up, we'll see where we're at. Maybe we'll put a little more in. All right, it's run for a few minutes. Now it's been sitting for a few minutes. It should all be drained back down into the sump. So let's take a look and see where we're at. Looks like we're a little low, which makes sense because we still got about a half a quart in that bottle. So let's get the other half a quart in here, and we'll check it again. All right, last thing we got to do is we got to clear the change engine oil soon indicator. So hit the OK, then hit the right arrow, and then go down to settings and hit the right arrow and vehicle, oil life reset. Hold OK to reset. All right, that was the oil change procedures on a 2016 MKZ Lincoln Black Label Hybrid. I hope it helped you out. I realize it's pretty straightforward for a lot of people, but other people have never done an oil change before. So if it helped you out, hit the thumbs up. Down in the comments if you got any questions or you guys want to see something else, stick it down there. And it doesn't cost anything to hit the subscribe button. Thanks. We'll see you guys in the next one.